We talk about this big Geno leak and everything changed now that Min Min has joined the battle. Let's talk all about this.
Block content.
What's happening, my blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Yes, there have been a lot of things sent to me, and it's been really crazy to find out what exactly is real and isn't real in the past couple of months, but now that we know Min Min has officially joined the battle in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and is just a few days away from actually joining the fight. As of the moment of recording, we only have to wait 3 more days until we can finally arm ourselves with Min Min's moveset. Now, I'm very excited about that, and of course I'm going to stream a whole lot of gameplay with Min Min and play online with you guys, so be prepared for that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please hit the subscribe button right now, so when we do get online, you are right there with us. But yes, a lot of you people have been sending me a big leak about Geno from Super Mario RPG, The Legend of the 7 Stars. Of course, a lot of leaks have been leading up to some sort of 7-7 reveal, and everything around that whole number has been, yeah, it does make sense for Challenger Pack number 7, and it would be Geno from Legend of the 7 Stars, released on the 7th of July, 7/7, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of people have been talking about that, and it actually feels like one thing that has been released yesterday will actually coincide with that. So I wanted to take the time and talk all about that. I mean, it's really interesting to talk about Smash Bros. Newcomers in a time where we have this brand new pass. We know one character in the pass, and that is essentially a first-party character. So what can we expect for the other characters? Are they going to be first-party too? You know, it started with Byleth, and now we have Min Min, which is an incredible fighter with a cool trailer. So will that continue on, or will we get back into the groove of having third-party characters again? So I wanted to take the time to talk all about that. I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Bros. Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Blocked, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube videos? Well, whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. And here's a brand new giveaway. You can win one of these Mario surprise capsules. The giveaway is almost quitting out. It is the end of the month, so please subscribe to the channel right now. Comment down below why you should win one of these awesome figures, and you'll enter for that giveaway. All right, guys, let's head into the main topic of today, and that's actually talking about Smash Info Dump. It talks all about this, so let's talk about the Smash Info Dump of today. Challenger 7, Geno from Super Mario RPG, Legend of the 7 Stars. His stage is Forest Maze, and he comes with 7 music tracks. 777. Me costumes release with this DLC are Mallow, Smithy, and then Noctis, Ignis, Gladiolus, and Prompto with a Sunset Waltz music track, all in one purchase for $2 US. Can be purchased separately. All revealed on 7/6 and released on the next day. Now, there is so much to talk about here because, yeah, as of this moment, this could just be a text leak, although, yes, with Min Min and leading up to Min Min, there have also been a lot of text leaks, and a couple of them, well, basically were true. A couple of them actually predicted very rightly that Min Min would be the character. Some even totally nailed the stage and other aspects like me costumes, some of them only partly, so putting it all together, yes, we can sometimes actually believe the stuff that comes out here, but to have that whole 7777 thing, you know, lucky number 7 essentially, come true and have it be a wish upon a star, which is of course Geno from Super Mario RPG, that would be the best thing ever. So talking about it being Challenger 7, Geno would actually make sense. It would get us back on the hype train of having third-party characters. Of course, this character is sort of co-owned with Nintendo and Square, and Square has been, you know, a little bit different in having characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Of course, they very famously have Hero from Dragon Quest and treated that very, very well, but then Cloud, you know, the whole Nomura of it all, and of course with the music, yes, that has been a little bit more difficult because Cloud and Final Fantasy as a whole doesn't really have great representation in Super Smash Bros. If you just look at the 2 music tracks, and not really doing all that much with Cloud in the game itself, not really crazy stuff going on with me costumes or any other stuff like that, I do believe that that is, you know, an area where a lot can still be improved. I feel like that could definitely be the case going forward, or maybe even going to a next game. There have been a lot of leaks leaks that talked about, behind the scenes, it was really difficult to do the everyone is here thing again because of basically Square and that side of the Final Fantasy argument, where it was really difficult to get Cloud back into the game simply because they had a deal with DLC before. Yes, the DLC would essentially mean that Nintendo and Square could, basically share the costs over there. The same could be said for Geno. Of course, Geno is already in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in some small way, and that is the Spirit appearance, which I don't actually think is a very small thing at all. The mere idea that Geno is in there, I think, is a huge deal, and I would totally love to see a little bit of more representation of Super Mario RPG, and it does totally feel like that's going to happen. There's been a lot of different leaks that kind of point towards Geno. The Mallow hat leak, of course, has not been disproven yet, and all that stuff that Nintendo is taking down videos that use Super Mario RPG music, and not all the music, but, a very specific amount of songs, one of which, of course, being Forest Maze. So a lot of signs are pointing towards Geno actually being real, and yes, the stage being Forest Maze also makes total sense, and then 7 music tracks as well. So we not only have Challenger 7 released on the 7th of 7, but it also has 7 music tracks, and then at the end there it does totally say they'll be all revealed on 7/6 and then released the next day, which of course is 7/7. So yes, a lot of people have been talking about that specific aspect of it. I don't really believe if that is a big deal in this whole argument. If this is a fake leak and someone just made this information up, they could totally be on that hype train of the 7th at least being something special. But yeah, there have been an ARMS, representation in Smash Brothers right now, and with the anniversary that happened a week ago, nothing really happened in Smash Brothers. They waited a week later to actually announce that the character is Min Min. So sometimes Sakurai goes hard on that kind of stuff, and sometimes it's not even a big deal. Now, finally, talking about Mallow and Smithy as costumes, Smithy totally makes sense. I could see them doing a really cool new style of that character too, and kind of bringing it back all around. I really feel like it would be awesome to have Super Mario RPG have some sort of re-release, something really big, something that, a lot of people that grow up right now have never played that game. I have played it a little bit, but I haven't played through the entire game. So I am a casual fan of Super Mario RPG. I love the way the mechanics work, and I love all the new characters, but I haven't played through the game, from the first to the final stages. So Mallow being in there, of course, makes sense with the CacoMallow leak. So that could all be, true. We've seen other leaks very much like that, like the Ken leak that happened, a couple of, months before the game actually came out. We knew that Ken was in the game because that model was just too good to be faked. I kind of feel the same way with those Mii costumes. There is a very big chance that those are real, and that at least some sort of representation for Doom is coming to Smash Brothers. Of course, now we have Fallout representation in Smash Brothers, so all of that is getting a little bit different right now. It doesn't really mean that a character from a specific franchise will come to Smash Brothers, but if they are working with the Fallout franchise and having that character in Smash Brothers, then maybe we are getting the Doom Slayer in this Fighter's Pass, and maybe all those leaks that happened, in basically the last year, then all come to fruition. That would be incredible. So all the characters from Final Fantasy 15 would be really cool to have as characters, and of course the Sunset Wilds music track is going to drive a lot of people to get that DLC, no pun intended, and of course them all being released on 7/6. I think that would be like some sort of Sakurai Presents, and he'll, talk about the character, but it also kind of feels like it will just be a trailer, and it won't really be this big thing where Sakurai actually plays as the character. It also feels a little bit too early. If there are 6 characters in that pack, there's just one announced, and it's going until 2022, yes, the end of 2021, then we know that there is going to be a long drought in between these characters. So I don't think that getting one literally the month after, or not even a month after the other reveal, is very realistic. So that is, of course, what this has against it. But I do really love the idea of Geno coming to Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I'm really curious what you guys think of all the news. If you comment down below, that could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, do you think Geno will end up in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? So let me know in the comments down below. As for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from our faithful user, Alan Garcia, saying, weird Ubisoft Siri talks about Rayman and Smash. Ubisoft reps, known as Mii Fighters. Min Min gets in and spirits don't deconfirm. Oh yeah. Also, I hope both Rayman and Crash get into Smash. I'd go wumpin' insane if Crash got in. Well, Alan Garcia, thank you so much for your comment. I totally feel the same. I think it's awesome that the fact that all these things are kind of going to a head. It really feels like if there is space in this Fighter's Pass for characters like Crash, and then of course also other characters like Rayman, I'd be going whumping insane as well. I think that yeah, the world is a big place. There are a lot of characters that deserve to be in Smash Brothers, a couple of lesser characters, a couple of first-party characters as well. So this video game universe is a vast one. There are characters that a lot of us want, and we've already gotten a handful of them, right? We have Ridley, we have King K. Rool, we have Banjo, a couple of other characters that a lot of people have wanted for a very long time. So it does totally make sense to me that they are listening, right? So thank you so much for sending in all your comments. These are always so much fun to read through. And of course, a big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters. You guys are really supporting this channel in a big time of need. I mean, I myself am not having huge troubles, but it is very nice to know that people are there for you in a crazy time. So if you want to support the channel, patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there, and they're waiting for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner, but there's always more Blocked Content. See ya!